Welcome to Gaming Fin, your channel for everything related to the gaming industry and the financial markets. This is the channel where I, as a gamer and a retail investor, so not as a financial advisor, I make the links between the games, I make the links between the companies behind it, and we talk about the stocks. So today I talk about Bandai Namco Holdings, and now you think, Bandai Namco Holdings? Bandai Namco? Namco Time Crisis Tekken? Yeah, guys, exactly. This is the Japanese company. And you mostly also know Bandai Namco Entertainment from one specific game, Elden Ring, of course, guys. So this is the company behind this massive Elden Ring title, so which is incredibly successful, as we can see here. Bandai Namco Entertainment and From Software. From Software is part of Namco, Bandai Namco. They just announced that they have sold 20 million units worldwide. So this is also now a Japanese company that is extremely successful abroad. So not only in Japan, but also in North America and in Europe. Of course, with Elden Ring, we all know the story with Elden Ring. This game is completely, it's like crazy. I mean, this was really winning everything. So winning everything and being this incredible successful game. So without further ado, we also jump directly into the chart and into some base numbers. And then if we are done with this, we're going to go through the fiscal year ending March 2023 third quarter results presentation. So if this is something you're interested in, please stay with me. But also if you want to have more light version of my to know what Bandai Namco Holdings as a stock is, then listen now the next 2-3 minutes. So yen, you can get it in yen, but you can also buy it in dollar, guys. So if we look on Max, we will see, so since 2019, April 2019, Bandai Namco was also listed as an ADR, American Deposit Regime, in the that American buyers can also invest. So guys, I'm not an I'm not a financial advisor, you know the story, so retail investor. Information entertainment purposes only, guys, so only invest the money you are able or willingly to lose. So if we look now at the max, as I told you, so I would suggest we go back to Bandai Namco in yen, so that's always better. So here already started at the stock exchange in Japan, in Tokyo in 2005, and if you would have been an early investor, you would have only made 435%. That's actually not so much. And also if you would have bought then in 2005 and you were holding it to the financial crisis in 2007, 8 and 9, you would have lost 50%. But if you were then buying as a good investor, you would have made much more. So this doesn't mean anything, obviously, what I say, because it's always a matter of the relation. So therefore we're going to look where let's say where the last 5 years were. And I have to say, last 5 years, actually, if I compare it with some other growth companies in the US on the Nasdaq, that's still 142% up, so that's pretty nice. And also now, since the bubble was popping, let's go like this, we only fell 26% down, and we are still only 22% down, so that's also not too bad. And at the moment we are at the point where we have been, let's say, in November 2020. So after then also pandemic, in the pandemic, from the top before the pandemic, then into the pandemic, 28% down, and then from the pandemic lows to the tops, let's say in 2021, the tops of the bubble, then 90% up. And of course, guys, the rest you see here is when Elden Ring came out. Oh my god, then even again 30%. But we have to bear in mind, we do not always know if a game like Elden Ring is coming. So even Bandai Namco Holdings, they are not. Yes, they have Dark Souls, they have the Elden Ring, and of course, if now Elden Ring 2 comes out, everyone is going to buy Bandai Namco shares. But let's really assume that this game is actually not becoming so successful, then this share could also be affected. So we can make a comparison with Capcom. If you compare it with Capcom, the Resident Evil maker, I'm going to talk about this stock in the next video. So you see they also actually performed quite good recently. So all of those stocks are Japanese stocks, and I'm really impressed, guys. So honestly, I sometimes think so I should have invested much more in Japanese stocks before the let's say the bubble in American stocks and Nasdaq stocks, so in high tech stocks. So this would have been a nice way to balance my portfolio. So, but I'm not invested in Capcom or Bandai Namco or in Square Enix, as I said the last time, or Nintendo. So, but I honestly I really think about to build a little position in Japanese gaming stocks, and I'm absolutely happy if those gaming stocks would fall much more. So if they stay like this, also not too bad. But I would even be happy if stocks like Bandai Namco or other stocks would fall a little bit more. So employees, almost 10,000 employees. So founded in 2005. We had this already on Google Finance. They tell us it's a 2.53% dividend. I have to admit, dividends from Japan are not really good for tax purposes in my country, since I have, for example, SoftBank also an investment, and when I get the dividend, I pay a lot of taxes on them. So from this point of view, that's not so interesting. So 1.88 trillion Japanese yen, so that's always... so also we don't get a dollar amount, but you have to, yeah, I mean, you can calculate this yourself, guys. I'm sorry I didn't do this now for you, but we have also a first look here on the numbers. If you look on the annual numbers, we see revenue, net income, still everything positive. That's very good. And then in 2022, we had revenue that's higher than 21. 21 was higher than 2020, and 2019 was higher than 2020 and higher than 2018. So what does it mean? We are growing. So in one easy words and layman terms, we are growing. That's important. So year on year change 20% up. Wow. Operating expenses 17% up. Wow. Net income 89% up, so almost 90% up. Wow. Net profit margin 58% up. EBITDA 37% up. So guys, an effective tax range way too high, 30%. But balance sheet also everything positive. So cash flow, oh my god, look at this cash flow when Elden Ring came out. This is the cash flow of Elden Ring, but in 2020 minus, so negative cash flow. In 2018 as well. 2019 what came out another From Software or another Bandai Namco title. We would have to inquire here. So cash from financing, net income, cash from operations, cash from investing, cash from financing is down, net change in cash and free cash flow. So this is incredible. But here I would say a word of caution. This is not always going to be the case. On the other hand, Bandai Namco is an old company in 2005, and I was playing it a lot actually before this company, I think, got in on the stock market. So I remember playing actually Time Crisis and all those PlayStation console games from Bandai Namco. So I love those Namco arcade machines a long time ago, but they got actually really successful then now with the Dark Souls series and now with Elden Ring. So if we go back now here to the page again, I mean, what I like, they have top sellers, of course. Here they have a very pretty back catalog. Look at this. This is the back catalog. So Ace Combat, Dragon Ball, Games of Chaos, Clonoa. Yeah, Clonoa, we definitely need a remake. Scarlet Nexus. So all over good games. Code Vein, Little Hope, Dark Pictures games, Project Cars is published by them, Little Nightmare. So all of those games you might have heard about. One Piece Odyssey. So incredible nice back catalog. That means there is a constant cash flow. So this is something I definitely like with Japanese gaming companies, having this kind of cash flow. If we go this kind of back catalog, Need for Speed. Not Need for Speed, Ridge Racer, Soul Calibur, and so incredible nice back catalog. Also a lot of DLCs as I see here, and 910 followers, my friends, 910,000 followers on Steam. This is also impressive. So let's jump directly now to the presentation. So if you enjoyed this so far, this video, please leave me a like and subscribe to my channel, and also a comment would be great. And now it gets a little bit more tricky with the numbers, of course, and I already thank you to you, so that's impressive. So results in the third quarter. Now we talk about the third quarter ending in March 2023, and here we see already a plus of 114 billion. Unfortunately, no percentage here in the presentation. Net sales, operating profit up, recurring profit up. So great numbers, always up. So well, also if you compare now actually in percentage, that's also not too bad, like over 10%. Profit attributable to owners of parent. Profit attributable to owners of parent. So capital investment also up, depreciation a little bit up, whatever they mean with this actually. Advertising expenses also up, and personal expenses also up. This is what we want to see go down. But on the other hand, if the net sales go up this massively, it's okay that also personal expenses and advertising expenses are going up. Results then in the sales and in the profit. So in billion in yen. So digital, most money they make with digitals, and then toys and hobby, also pretty good. Is toys and hobby? What is toys and hobby? That's a good question actually. IP production, amusement, that is those amusement arcade machines they make. Elimination and corporate, also not really clear, and consolidated. So a lot of numbers that are not always so clear, but I would say the digital and the toys and hobby, that's pretty good. So entertainment unit, here we get maybe some information. So unit overall, favorable results from cooperative initiatives with new visual works based on established IP. And then digital business, home video games, favorable repeat sales of Elden Ring, etc. Toys and hobby worldwide, favorable performance of products for mature fan bases. Toys and hobbies, mature fan bases. Business, Japan, favorable results with cards, confectionery, capsule toys, etc. High profit margin were maintained despite the effect of increased cost and freight rate. So you see already they make also cards, they make also capsule toys, or toys that are in arcade machines in those capsules. So they make a lot of different products. So IP production, wide-ranging rollouts of products based on established IP and new IP. So I want to see new IPs. Year-on-year increase in live events due to easing of restriction on activities. Amusement unit, favorable year-on-year results in amusement facility, business and amusement machines. Sales business influence from higher utility costs, or also higher electricity costs, also affecting them a little bit. Forecast, so the forecast, full year forecast also going up, operating profit, net sales going up, so that's pretty nice to see. Forecast for the full year. Also digital previous, so they stay the same, and in digital talent segment profit, it even goes down, the forecast, but the toys and hobby goes up, and then amusement also the forecast goes up. So then they had a share split, that's not so interesting, not so important. Group officer, so here those sirs that are leading the company, and here digital business. So development with a focus on quality, continued communication with fans, utilizing diverse development approaches, controlling quality and scheduling, strengthening area marketing. One Piece games, Tekken 8, new One Piece games comes out. And then we have Reflector and Limbic Entertainment. Never heard about those, what they're doing, but we can check this out in a future video. So implementing user tests of Gundam plastic model colonies of IP metaverse. They also have a Gundam plastic model metaverse. That's very interesting. So I mean, that's something very Japanese then. So Armored Core 6 Fires of Rubicon is coming out, a new game. So it's not going to be like Elden Ring. Here we see toys and hobby business, expanding established IP, favorable categories, so cards, some figures, so you can put them on your shelf. Here also some figures like Dragon Ball, of course. I mean, they have the Dragon Ball IP. This is a cash machine, guys. This is a cash machine, as we have seen. Then also, I know they were when I was young, so what's her princess, expanding stuffed toy business, also working well. So expanding in-house e-commerce, implementing merchandising of IP, originating overseas, collaborating while online distribution, IP production business, amusement business. So rolling out of IP products with wide-ranging individuality. So advancing So I think those are some sort of TV shows, movies, so manga, TV shows, movies. Then they have their own stores, Namco Tokyo, that's very cool. And then they have a new machine, and that's very cool. So I really love this kind of machines. It's so much fun. So it reminds me of the good old times going to arcades. So, and I love actually that they have in Tokyo, they have the Bandai Namco Cross Store. So then we have a new purpose. So Bandai Namco exists to share dreams, fun and inspiration with people around the world, connecting people and societies in the enjoyment of uniquely entertaining products and services. We are working to create a brighter future for everyone. Connect with fans. Well, it's a bit long. It's a bit long. And that's it, guys. So note on the project, that's it. So from the 7th of February, so it's 1 month ago. Obviously I cannot cover everything always immediately, since I'm also a very busy person overall, guys, but I hope you enjoyed this. And I would say that's actually a very interesting stock. So as a disclaimer, I'm not invested in the stock, so but it's one of those stocks where I personally could consider myself investing in. But of course you make your own research, guys. You don't buy any stocks I'm talking about in my videos, because you will lose all your money. Because, you know, if you would have bought here and then you would have sold in the crash, you would have lost 28%. So probably you would have sold and you wouldn't have waited. So guys, this is my disclaimer, very important. Keep this in mind. Always make your own research. Information, entertainment purposes only. So thank you very much. See you next time. Bye bye.